Now, each year, the Women's Foundation honors a woman from the state who demonstrates a true concern for the well-being of others through her philanthropy and civic engagement. As was the case with the Foundation's previous honorees, today's honoree, Dorothy Morris of Hot Springs, Arkansas, is widely recognized for her giving. Dorothy's participatory philanthropy, demonstrating leadership in her philanthropy, community involvement, and mentoring of our state's young women and men provides a model for all of us that we can follow. Dorothy's philanthropy has addressed needs such as hunger and disaster relief, as well as the fine arts. She supports research and education, science and medicine, taking an active role in investigating and promoting cutting-edge research. I think the words of Kai Massino, founder of Kayak International, one of the young philanthropists Dorothy mentors, says it's best. Miss Dorothy Morris, not so very long ago, was a young girl growing up in a small Arkansas town. And now she is clearly a leading force in philanthropy in our state and beyond. Miss Dorothy pulls people together in a way like no other. In her late husband, Mr. Walter Morris's words, she's a gifted Mueller. I am familiar with her true heart. It is amazing to see how her intense and untiring curiosity about the world drives her. Her passion is infectious, motivating those around her. Congratulations, Miss Dorothy, mentor to uncountable youth, for a much-deserved honor, Women of the Year in Philanthropy. Now let's watch a short video about Dorothy and hear from some of her friends and colleagues about her philanthropy.
I first met Dorothy in 2010 through her work through the Sister City program. Her fundraising made it possible for me to go to Hanamaki for the first time. In 2012, I became her personal assistant.
I'm not sure the exact moment we met, but I knew of Dorothy for a long time because I knew she was very involved in the arts and was really a true muse to artists around Hot Springs. And then later I found out around the whole state.
I met Dorothy probably 12 years ago because of our mutual interest in philanthropy. As executive director for the Hot Springs Area Community Foundation and her interest in philanthropy, we seemed to have a real connection. She served on our board for over 11 years as chair of almost every committee. She's been on our executive committee, and she has led many others to our organization to use as their vehicle for philanthropic giving.
Dorothy is an incredibly strong-willed, compassionate person who's absolutely determined to make a positive impact in her community. And through working with Dorothy and her foundation, I constantly saw examples of her strong passion for philanthropy. Sometimes it would just be her excitement over finding a new worthwhile cause to support, or seeing something she's been supporting for a while blossom and turn into something that really had a wide impact.
I think Dorothy can best be described by her passion. She has a passion for giving. She has a passion for giving thoughtfully.
One thing I have noticed about my friend Dorothy is she is a dreamer. And Dorothy dreams big. Then she goes to work to make it happen. And these dreams are not for herself, but they're for other people and other organizations that help people.
Dorothy is very thoughtful in her granting. She wants to know that the organization is well run, that it has good governance, and she will not hesitate to suggest that their money be spent on those issues as well as perhaps the projects they have in mind.
I think it should only actually take about 10 minutes of being around Dorothy before you see how amazing and deep-rooted her passion for philanthropy really is. Dorothy has been a wonderful role model and inspiration for me, and I know she's helped youth around the community blossom and achieve their dreams in the same way. She has always constantly encouraged me to chase my dreams and to never let anything discourage me, and whatever I do, to always keep learning.
It's amazing what she has done throughout the years through the Morris Foundation. It's her calling. She loves every minute of it, but she works hard at it also.
Dorothy is no doubt Hot Springs' most leading philanthropist. She's sincere in her giving, and therefore those of us who also would like to give can use her as an example of how to do it thoughtfully.
It's something she takes very seriously and she feels is important. She and a friend of hers, Don Monroe, started the Giving Circle, which is a wonderful organization that I'm privileged to be a part of. She just has her fingers in many, many different organizations, and it's all about giving.
Dorothy, there is no way that the members of the Hot Springs Area Community Foundation Board can thank you fully for everything that you have given to us in 11 years of service. And we greatly appreciate your enthusiasm and your passion for our work.
Dorothy, sis, and I have to say sis because you are my Hot Springs sister, as you well know. I'm so proud of you, and you are a true friend, and I look up to you.
Dorothy, you deserve this award so much, and you have made an incredible difference not only on my life, but the lives of so many people. They probably don't even know it. So, congratulations.
Gentlemen, please welcome Dorothy Morris, the Women's Foundation of Arkansas's Woman of the Year in Philanthropy. Congratulations. Thank you.
I would like to thank the Women's Foundation of Arkansas for this great honor. It seems a short time ago when we met at the Governor's Mansion in 1998, there were 100 of us that got together and created the Women's Foundation. I am more committed than ever to the mission of the foundation, to uplifting Arkansas's young women, the leaders of tomorrow. Over the years, the Morris Foundation has supported many fine institutions in our state, and it is a joy as well as a solemn responsibility to create opportunities, especially for young women. To see these young women become successful, to see them keep a philanthropic heart while achieving success is the greatest reward. If we instill in our young girls the drive for excellence and success, they can attain goals, find cures, and do great things. But material things pale in the light of giving. Philanthropy has brought joy to my life. I encourage everyone in this room to mentor a young person and sow the seeds of philanthropy. One of my success stories is the young girl you saw on the screen. I mentored her when she was 16 years old. She was a student, Miss Julia Ross, class of 2013. I encouraged her to follow her dream of attending the prestigious San Francisco Art Design Institute. She worked hard, she made top grades, she won art awards, she visited Japan as an exchange student. Later, she returned to Hanamaki, Japan for 6 weeks and learned Japanese. I hired her part-time as my assistant. She was a model employee, wise beyond her young years. Since August, she has enrolled in the San Francisco Institute. She has met famous designers. She has been featured in a magazine, and she has snagged a part-time job in a boutique in San Francisco. Speaking Japanese was a prerequisite for the job. She was prepared and ready. She is now happy and thriving, living her dream, and I'm so proud of her. There are many young women. Thank you. There are many young women like Julia here in Arkansas. The Women's Foundation is giving them a head start. Please consider giving more to the Women's Foundation. This will help reach more of these deserving young women. Thank you.
Wow, Dorothy, such a wonderful tribute and testimony. Thank you. I know your life and work will inspire many women and men here today.